Hare Kṛṣṇa. In today's video, we are going to discuss about the glories of Mohini Ekadashi. The glory of this Mohini Ekadashi is mentioned in Kurma Purāṇa. And as per the descriptions, Yudhiṣṭhira Maharaj, the eldest of the Pandavas, asks Lord Kṛṣṇa, "O Janardhan, O Keshava, can you please tell me the name and glory of the Ekadashi which falls on the bright night of Vaishak month?" That means the Shukla Paksha of Vaishak month. Can you tell me the name of that Ekadashi? Whom should I worship? How should I worship? And what is the glory of that Ekadashi? Lord Kṛṣṇa says to Yudhiṣṭhira Maharaj, "O son of Dharmaraj, the Ekadashi which falls on the Shukla Paksha of Vaishak month, name is Mohini." Wonderful name. The name itself says enchanting. And what is the story behind? Krishna starts telling another story. He says, once Lord Ramachandra, he approached his Kulaguru, Vashishtha. Vashishtha Maharshi is the celebrated Kulaguru of Surya Vamsha, Ishwaku dynasty, in which Lord Ramachandra also comes. So Lord Ram asks Vashishtha Maharshi, "Oh dear Gurudev, can you please bless me by telling me how can I get rid of this pain which I am feeling from the separation of Sita Devi?" At that time, Vashishtha Maharshi, he starts explaining about the glory of Mohini Ekadashi. So you can understand there is story within the story, okay? Lord Kṛṣṇa is telling the story of Ram, in which Vashishtha is telling the story of Mohini Ekadashi. As per the glories of Mohini Ekadashi, there was a kingdom on the bank of river Saraswati. Yes, the same river which flows from Himalaya, Badrinath to be precise. The village name is Mana as of now. That is the Udgam, the starting place of Saraswati river on the land of Bharata, India. So on the bank of Saraswati river, there lied a kingdom by name Bhadravati. The kingdom was ruled by a king called Dhyutiman. And in that kingdom, there was a very good, very dharmic, very prosperous Vaishya or mercantile person. He was very good in dealing of businesses, and all the businesses which he was running were very, very dharmic. He was not breaking any laws. Furthermore, he was much more into charity. He was digging the wells for people to get drinking water. He was making the ponds so that the animals can also get water. He was making the schools ready. He was making the hospitals ready. He was very, very dharmic by nature. This Dhanapal merchant was having 5 sons. We are not going to talk about the other 4, but the one with which this Mohini Ekadashi story is related. This boy's name was Drishta Buddhi. Now with the name itself you can understand whose buddhi, whose intelligence is heavy, not focused on dharmic principles. So Drishta Buddhi was not religious. He was breaking the rules and principles of life. He was always engaged in cheating people. He was always engaged in gambling and losing the money of the family. He was always engaged in meat eating, slaughtering of the cows and breaking the principles. He was always engaged in having illicit connections with the prostitutes and roaming around with them. This was disturbing the family and the relatives. One fine day, Drishta Buddhi was going along with the prostitutes on the road singing some song. I don't know which song. Yeah, that one, which came to your mind, that song he was singing and going on the road. At that time, his father saw him and he was like, "It's okay to sing in bathroom or at home. Fine, you are singing at road, but along with the prostitutes? This is not the legacy which I want to give to my future generations. I don't want to be associated with such a nonsense boy." So Dhanapal, he kicked off Drishta Buddhi from his house. Now he had to maintain the prostitutes also. So whatever jewelries and gold was remaining with him, he started selling off all of them and started maintaining his life, drinking and smoking and indulging into nonsense activities. But after some time, we all know this whole money will be over. And now Drishta Buddhi, he started stealing, robbing people, not showing any mercy on them. This incited fear in the hearts of prostitutes also, that sometime the soldiers of the king will come, they will arrest him, we will have no way to go, let's leave him right now. So whatever was remaining, they took everything along with them and left Drishta Buddhi. Now Drishta Buddhi, with his buddhi becoming more and more corrupt, He started robbing more, he started murdering people now. One particular time, the soldiers of the king arrested him. Seeing that he is the son of Dhanapal, the great dharmic mercantile person, they warned him, chastised him, and gave him very strong warning and left. But Drishta Buddhi is corrupt-minded. He again did the nonsense, stealing, robbing, etc., etc. This time when the soldiers caught him, they dragged him, beat him up, took him in the court of the king. And after the punishment was over, the soldiers threw him out of the kingdom, telling him, you have no place to stay over here. We want only law-abiding citizens, not those who don't want to follow any principles in their life. Drishta Buddhi came to the forest, and what else he can do to maintain his body? He started killing the animals incessantly, without any restrictions. He was not having any compassion over them, killing them half, killing them full, here, there, everywhere. And whoever was crossing the way, he was stealing them, robbing them, murdering them, with no compassion and no religious principles in his life. But somehow, the Lord showed a special mercy. At that time, when the Vaishak month was going on, a great rishi by name Kaundinya Muni passed from there. He took bath in Ganga, and as he came out, his body was dripping. Kaundinya Muni took his gamcha, his towel, and pulled over his shoulder. Because the towel was dripping, this splashed the water on the body of Drishta Buddhi. As soon as this Bhakta Pad Jal splashed on the body of Drishta Buddhi, his all Drishtata, corruptness went off, and he became Subuddhi. Righteousness came over him. Religious principles came over him. And then, understanding that what he was doing was complete nonsense, he took shelter of this Kaundinya Muni, requesting him, oh dear Maharshi, by your mercy, by your grace, this great fortune has arisen in my heart. Please, can you please show me the right way now? Kaundinya Muni says to him, yes, from now on, don't do any irreligious activity. Please don't get indulged in any of the nonsense adharmic principles. Don't break any of the regulative principles. Chant the names of the Lord. Then this boy requested Kaundinya Muni, can you please tell me how can I get rid of all the sinful activities which I have committed? Kaundinya Muni very mercifully answered this now Subuddhi. In few days, Mohini Ekadashi is gonna come. Yeah, Vaishak month was going on, right? You please fast on that day and chant the names of Lord Kṛṣṇa as Hare Kṛṣṇa Mahamantra. You will get rid of all the sinful activities and henceforth don't commit them. And keep fasting on Ekadashi days, chanting the names of the Lord. This is what the boy did. He kept chanting the name of the Lord, fasted on Mohini Ekadashi, got rid of all his sinful activities, and finally, from Vaikuntha, from the spiritual world, came the Garuda Viman, a special plane for him to go to Vaikuntha Loka. The glories of Mohini Ekadashi are never ending. Over here, Vasishta Muni, he says to Lord Ramachandra, anybody who fasts on Mohini Ekadashi will get rid of all their attachments, will get rid of all their material desires and hankering, and will finally take shelter of Lord Vishnu. They will achieve Vaikuntha Loka for sure. Now Lord Kṛṣṇa concludes the story to Yudhiṣṭhira Maharaj, saying that anybody who fasts on Mohini Ekadashi gets the results of taking bath in all the tirthas. It is equivalent of donating 1,000 cows at a time. It is much more than getting the results of performing Ashwamedh Yajna.
So we request you all to please be blessed by fasting on Mohini Ekadashi, by chanting the names of the Lord, and if possible, please offer tulsi leaves to Lord Kṛṣṇa on this Mohini Ekadashi day. Hare Kṛṣṇa. Mohini Ekadashi ki jai. Hare Kṛṣṇa.